my friends. It is once again bedtime, at least for me. And I hope that perhaps you've saved this bedtime story for your bedtime, whenever that might be, or just some chill time you set aside to calm yourself and do some self-care. But it's time for a gentle story, and I have a really beautiful story to share tonight. Experience I had this evening. As a side note, I'm telling the story by candlelight. I have found making candles to be soothing, and I also love to have candles aglow much of the time, so there's a little extra magic in sitting by candlelight from a candle that you made yourself. Tonight's candle is in a chalice, I suppose. Thrift store find, I believe it was $2. Has a gold rim and grapevines etched into the glass. It's beautiful to watch the candle flicker through that etching. So I'm having a little extra comfort in sitting by the fire, in as much as we can sit by a fire in the sweltering heat in the South right now. This evening I had the privilege, beautiful privilege, of listening to a brother perform some music from his soul. And this brother is a new friend, a community I've been spending time with, and feel very blessed to have a place where I can go and be surrounded by folks who are welcoming and supporting each other in their growth. And this gentleman, one night in recent weeks, while we were sitting by the fire, played us a song that he wrote many years ago. And I may have the details wrong, but I believe that he said he has not visited his music in about 10 years, and he recently felt to dust it off, my paraphrase of that night. And it was an amazing song from the heart. And I won't go into the details of it because I can't wait for you to hear it yourself. And that night we all agreed that it would be wonderful to have him play some more of his songs for us. We would love to celebrate that with him. So another brother from this community opened up his home this evening and held a backyard concert where we could all celebrate this very soulful offering. This is a man who was sharing part of his soul, and he shows and he sang us several songs of his own, his own wrote lyrics and music, and sang for us. He has a powerful energy, especially when he's singing his songs. And it was enchanting. The music and the experience. Backyard concert held in loving service for no other reason than to help a brother flourish. And I had a really long day in the heat today, and I almost didn't go because I wanted to go to bed. I'm so glad I went. I will sleep much better tonight. Because through hearing this brother's songs, I don't feel quite as alone tonight. He sang about things that I think perhaps we all contemplate, maybe even struggle with, but we don't have the ability to put them into words, even in trying to share with others who might be there to listen or help. And the brother put so many of those things into words tonight and sang them elegantly with vulnerability from the depths of his spirit. And his offering was received by a group of people who want so much to see him flourish, as they want everyone in the community to. So it was a powerful experience just as a witness. Another participant in the audience. Even that was a powerful experience. And I know that when he's ready to share this gift with the world, he's going to heal so many people, because he healed me a lot tonight. And I feel like I'm not so alone in some of the ways that I see the world, the way I see love, and that perhaps there are people out there who love like I do. And my favorite part was when he sang a song for his wife, who was there in the audience, also offering a gift of her own to the community in sacred service. And they're both beautiful people. And as witnesses, we didn't know this until after the song had been sung. But he said, I wrote a love song for my wife. And he sang it. What we didn't know is that she'd never heard it before. This was a new song, and it was the first time he'd ever presented it to her, and he did this in front of this warm community. And there wasn't a dry eye in the place, my friends. I cried like a baby. And again, it's the brother's work, and so I won't go into the details, but what I felt from hearing his song about his wife is that they have a beautiful and sacred union, not presented as perfection by any means, but presented as loyalty and service to each other. I felt that he showed great reverence to his wife and gratitude to her for being in sacred relationship with him and working through things in a way that it seemed to me led them both to feel safe, sharing with each other and growing together. And that is something that I want to see a lot more of in the world, especially in my world. And I felt honored. I was so honored to be there to witness his wife's soul experience and accept this gift from him, and to see it celebrated by a community of people wanting them to succeed in every way. And it was a very powerful and moving experience. And so I suppose I just wanted to share that and plant that seed in you as the brother planted it in me, and showed me that perhaps humanity might make it. So it was an experience that made me want to be more conscious of seeing and feeling and welcoming people like this around me into my own world. Because like all things, it's always there, we just don't always see it. And events like this evening help put a spotlight on the beauties that are all around us. And if we stop and take notice of them, we help them spread. And believe it or not, my friends, beauty and love spread like wildfire if they're tended and nourished and celebrated, far more than any of the other things that are going on in the human world. The peace and love just don't make the headlines as much, but they're out there and they're far more prevalent in the world. So tonight I had a beautiful experience, and it's going to warm me when I go to bed this evening, and I will feel significantly less alone, knowing that there are other people out there going through some of the things I'm going through, and being held by community and just by people who want to see them flourish. And all we have to do is be the stable soil for them to flourish in, and they'll do the same for us. And it takes just a bit of loyalty and going through some hard things sometimes. There's always a storm, or two, three. But nature always finds a way, and things always flourish if we tend them. So, as always, tonight and always, I hope that wherever you are, you feel safe and loved. And tonight, I feel a little more safe and loved than I have in a while. And if you don't feel safe and loved tonight, please know that there will be a time that you do, and it may be very soon. Time is just an illusion anyway. You get to decide how much time. And there's a place where you can feel safe and loved. There are people near you that are a safe place to feel loved. You might just not be in the right backyard concert yet, but you will be. So tonight I hope you have sweet dreams, and I hope you'll ponder how you might draw these things to you and then spread them.